This is the rumor mill. Before we jump into the rumor mill, it needs to be said that we are not going to be talking about all possible rumors that are associated with anything nerdy, because that would be impossible. I don't have access to all of those rumors, and honestly, a lot of those rumors really hold no water. So we're only going to be talking about the big ones, the ones that won't go away, or the ones that I find interesting, fun thought experiments, or something somewhere in between. So otherwise, if you have a rumor that you want to share with me, find me on the social medias. Just look for Generally Nerdy. My Nerdy Ninja is the guy, and that is where you will find me. So all of that being said, these are the rumors for today. This rumor mill is gonna be up and down, and kind of all over the place, but there's only 3 rumors that we're covering today, so I don't know how all over the place that could be. We're just gonna jump right into it. So our first rumor has to do with Fortnite. This is a Spider-Man skin rumor. There has been a quote-unquote leak that we're going to be seeing Spider-Man roll out sometime later this year, probably to coincide with the release of Spider-Man No Way Home. Would make a lot of sense. Everything gets Fortnite skins. So the fact that this is a new source to me is kind of irrelevant, because, I mean, this source has been noted as being correct before from other sources and so on and so forth. So there is a little bit of reason to believe him. There's honestly no reason to not believe him in a lot of ways, because again, everybody gets a Fortnite skin these days. So yeah, we're putting this at 70% that by year's end, we will likely have a Spider-Man skin in Fortnite. Our next rumor has to do with the Splinter Cell franchise. Splinter Cell is reportedly getting a new game. Well, eventually. So the rumor says that there is a Splinter Cell game in the very beginning stages of development over at Ubisoft that will very likely take approximately 5 years or so, because that is roughly the time it takes to develop a game such as this. So we are a long ways off, according to this rumor. It's only one source. It's not a great source. And this franchise has been dead for so long. Like, if you can see the scribble on my notes. I want this to be a thing. I want this to be where Ubisoft is going. I really hope this is, I'm incorrect in my percentage of likelihood for this, but I really don't see this happening necessarily. There is a window of hope, absolutely, but really just my honest, if I break it down and I'm 100% objective about this, we're looking at 30% likelihood that we will be seeing a Splinter Cell game in the next few years, I guess we should say. And then our final rumor has to do with Nintendo. So this is kind of rumor based on rumor. It's an elaboration of previous rumors. So we can only go so high. But this new rumor is saying that, well, all of those Nintendo Switch Pro rumors that we've been hearing about are actually a successor console to the Nintendo Switch. And because these rumors have been so persistent since last year, the rumor goes on to say that this new system is approximately a year away from being announced. So holiday of 2022 or sometime early 2023 is what the rumor says very specifically. We will get the announcement of this console, and so very likely the release of this console will happen by the end of 2023. And we'll have a slew of games because dev kits have been sent out to developers to develop new games. This seems a little unlikely, and by a little I mean fairly unlikely, because we are still pretty heavy in this current generation of consoles. In the Switch, we are pretty heavy in development for first-party games. We just got a Metroid game. just barely happened. The likelihood of them also working on a new console. We just got an update to this console as a means to bridge the gap between now and when the next console launches. So I think minimum we are still 3 years away from an announcement of a new console, let alone the launch of a new console from Nintendo. So that being said, the likelihood that this rumor that we are going to be seeing a Nintendo Switch successor by the end of 22 or the beginning of 23 is also about 30% likely to be true. And that is the end of the rumor mill, nerds. And that was the rumor mill once again, nerds. If you want to see the full episode, because this does come from a much larger episode, then you can follow the link in the description. The top link should take you to the episode, unless you're not on YouTube, in which case go to youtube.com/generallynerdy and you can do the thing and see the stuff and all of that jazz. And thank you very much, nerds. There's also a website, generallynerdy.net. Patreon.com/generallynerdy is the paywall that you can get behind, all of the things. I'm gonna go now. Before we go, always remember that if it's generally nerdy, it's probably here.